So, very good evening to all student members. Today we are going to discuss about the next methodology in quality control concepts. In the previous class, we saw about different types of ISO series as per the quality management policy, and also we went with discussing comparison between what is 3 sigma and 6 sigma concept. And then we continued our discussion about introduction of zero defects in quality control concept and how we can combine zero defects and Six Sigma as a comparison index. This and all we have discussed in the previous segment, and today we are going to go see about failure mode effect and critical analysis. So what exactly the failure mode effect and critical analysis? So if you take any mechanical system or any kind of electromechanical system, so what are the main the problems which arrive out of the major issue and identifying the possible the side effects by thorough risk mitigation process. So failure mode effect and critical analysis is considered to be a set of guidelines or one of the management approach that can be carried out with full effort by following various step-by-step sequential approach. So in order to gather various informations from product design, manufacturing and assembly, what are the challenges, the problems which arrive out in these three major areas? Because if any issue present in either manufacturing or in assembly, that will cause a big trouble finally in the product and the serviceability of the product in everyday stage. So we need to identify what are the various failure pattern present in the product and identify those failure pattern, and that should not occur in future. So we have to do thorough risk assessment analysis by using failure mode effect and critical method in real-time areas. So how to perform the failure mode effect analysis? So apply quantitative method just by constructing a form or a template sheet called a failure mode effect critical analysis chart. In the chart, first thing, write down the product functions and list out what are the potential failures experienced by the product when it is subject to be in operating mode, and what are the various root cause and side effects of each item. The next thing, calculate the reliability of each item. That means degree of successability when it is put under operation, that is before breakdown operation, before breakdown stage, and estimate the total number of failures in a given operating time, and accordingly find out the risk priority number for each category of failure and give some remedial measures to improve the final performance through maintaining the quality standards of the product. And this table, which explains about the four different four different category of failure, and the corresponding ranks ranges from 1 to 4. If it is a minor failure in a product, we can rank as 1. If it is kind of major failure, secondary failure, it is categorized as rank number 2. Critical or catastrophic failure considered to be as rank number 3 and rank number 4. Among all, the last one, the catastrophic failure, is one of the hazardous, most dangerous and severe one. So if that comes in any using of product in every day-to-day life, so you have to take most safety precaution. If any abnormality you can able to notice in the plant, so you have to take immediate safety precaution to stop the catastrophic mode of failure in machineries and equipments. And this table, which tells about the case study of different examples in real life, how the failure mode effect and critical analysis can be practically applied by quantitative analysis. So here first one, take an item of interest, you take an electrical system. So what are the different failure mode are occurring in the given electrical system? List out the failure mode and the corresponding causes of failure and the side effects due to the possible causes. And try to give a numerical weightage score under each failure category at the range of 1 to 10 scale point. And parallelly, list out the various remedial control measures to minimize the problem in future. So let us discuss more detail. The first mode of failure, no supply of current within the circuit assembly, given electric circuit assembly. So this is one of the primary identification of failure mode. And next one, what are the causes due to the possibility of no current existing in the circuit? First one is defective card. The electric cable may have got worn out by wear and tear. A defective plug point, sometimes a failure would be due to defective plug point and a defective heating coil. These are the multiple causes we can analyze. And one common side effects induced while doing this analysis is nothing but the cooking interruption time gets disturbed due to the possible failure causes. So it is not possible to continue the cooking operation very effectively due to no supply of current. So as a result, so we can able to identify and rank with the help of numerical weighted score ratings out of 10.0 scale. Say severity of the failure. The first column which represents about the severity of the failure. Since it is considered to be 1 out of 10. So marginally we can give the score ratings according to the nature of the failure effect and occurrence of failure. Say in every month, how many times the proposed issues likely to happen. So based on that, the numerical weighted score as given as 2 out of 10. So likewise, failure detection, the last column. So number of times the failure detected. So that also 2 out of the 10.0 scale. So relative marks are given and we need to find out the risk priority number just by multiplying all the three parameters: severity of the problem, occurrence of the problem, and the failure detection. So based on which we can find out the final risk priority number, and along with that, some remedial control measures through qualitative analysis we have to give as an advice, such that use high quality the precision components, try to periodically inspect the card and also the plug point, such that the non-availability of power issues will not occur in future. So in this way, we need to perform the different mode of field analysis to identify the mistake proofing within the given system of operation. And what are the procedure guidelines to be followed in every industry by implementing failure mode effect and critical analysis? The first point is calling back all the different working teams from various departments, and we need to identify strong goals by establishing proper ground rules and collect various field information and review them properly, identify the different areas of interest by proper analysis, and collect the different failure mode for possible root causes for each item of assembly in the product, and evaluate the risk assessment under each failure category, and try to reorder and prioritize by taking possible remedial measures, and distribute the improved results, make them to review and update the further future analysis. So these are the general steps to be carried out by every team within the working organization. And why this methodology is very important: failure mode effect and critical analysis. So this management tool is used to identify the potential failure root cause for analyzing the malfunction of the product, and also we can identify the overall reliability of the product functioning. So for such things, we can able to use the so-called the failure mode effect and critical analysis. What are all the advantages in benefits in implementing this method in work atmosphere? So failure mode effect critical analysis is considered to be a very rigorous work procedure. So I mean to say very systematic in nature. So we have to follow very strictly every day in and day out in noting down what are the various faults occurring in the shop floor and how to overcome those mistakes and fault by giving out a good solution for the various problems. So in that way, the failure mode effect and critical analysis is one of the beneficial tool for all employees within the organization. And the next tool we are going to see about fault tree analysis. It can be otherwise called as root cause analysis. So this method was first introduced by Bell Laboratories, and the fault tree analysis is considered to measure the system reliability in terms of safety and maintainability point of view. What is system reliability? Say, for example, overall availability of machineries and equipments out of the total number of operating hours in a day. So based on that, we can assess whether the maintainability is good or not good from the safety point of view. So the main thing, the root cause analysis is used to fix the possible causes and effect for those problems and how to solve various effects in order to turn out into a more successful one. And here comes some simple example for the fault tree analysis, how to actively involve the fault tree analysis method in real-time working atmosphere. Say here one important case study. So increased work order processing time is one of the major failure, the common issue experienced by all people inside the plant. And what are the various factors which influence support the increased order processing time? Manpower, machineries, working methodologies, materials, and the time measurement procedures. So these are the various sub factors which are closely influenced with the major problem, increased work order processing time. And here, these are the side effects uh, which are listed out under each causes. The first one, let us go with the manpower. So due to inexperienced or semi-skilled manpower, so that would lead to have a long waiting time for increased order processing time, and due to over workload, too many distractions in the workplace. So likewise, every factor has got its own unique side effects, and we need to list out as per the rank priority wise. And our objective is to understand and how to solve the side effect in a meaningful manner such that our objective is to reduce the order material order processing time by properly equipping the material ordering software inside the computer system, and also we need to train the people how to access the software manual. So if you do such things, we can able to reduce cut down the material order processing time, and this makes the productive measure as a more uh, holistic point of view. So the brief history about the root cause analysis. So this concept has been emulated from the basic fundamental thing called a total quality management system. So the TQM is one of the methodology we can apply in any different directions, say for real-time problem solving in workplace atmosphere. how to implement the root cause analysis in a practical work environment. First thing, we need to form a small nuclear team to conduct the root cause analysis. So after forming a team, we need to have one deciding authority called a line manager and a quality improvement expert and internal consultant from the same department. So this tells about the formation of the team structure to execute the root cause analysis in the workplace. And the time duration for performing this methodology will be around 2 to 3 months. Even that, depending upon the case history of the problem, it may take 6 to 7 months also sometimes, in order to define understanding the problem goals and data collection through various brainstorming methodologies in order to give a proper solution to the problem. And every week time, frequent meetings will be conducted. In that meeting, the data collected from the real time will be discussed in short, not less than 2 hours. And from that discussion, how we can able to give an innovative solution for effective implementation of root cause analysis. And the next comes a practical example for a road safety application, how root cause analysis can be better suited for the public road safety application. So the type of problem is a truck accident. So this is a major issue. So what are the various the side factors which influence the major problem? So the first one is the faulty driving of vehicle. Then the overall truck system becomes malfunction, failure, and road conditions are not good. Say the first one, how to identify the fault mistakes from the driver point of view. So due to restlessness, sleepy attitude, so not obeying the traffic rules, so this leads to have a cause of public nuisance accidents. So likewise, we can identify the possible the root cause and side effects, and we need to give some proper remedial measures to the public by following the road safety rules, so that we can able to stop the number of accidents to the minimum level. So what are the procedures to be followed for performing fault tree analysis? The first and foremost thing, each and every employee must adhere to the safety regulation. And next thing, they must be ready to implement the proposed changes what they expected to make in the product or any system in order to minimize the fault or risk. So this is all about the fault tree analysis and the previous one, the failure mode effect and critical analysis. What I mean to conclude, both of these tools are used for the employee welfare, and also that makes the organization standard to march towards as a global level in world-class manufacturing methodology. So with this, I conclude that. So unit 5 in quality control system is over. So with this, I thank each and every one of you for your kind cooperation which you have given to me in this semester. Thank you, one and all.